Hello everyone, welcome to QuintEdge. This is CAFRM Yarshan. In this video, we are going to talk about what is investment banking. Many questions were asked to me in especially last 2.5 weeks about the investment banking. Many times candidates call to inquire about the investment banking course. And the first question is, sir, can you please define what is investment banking? So this is one comprehensive video in which we are going to just talk about what is investment banking, what do they actually do. That's it. Nothing like the skills required, how you can go there, career progression, nothing. We're going to talk about what is investment banking, types of investment banks, division within investment banks, and functional areas within investment banks. So broadly understanding the structure of investment banks. So let us get started. Okay, firstly, banking activity can be divided into two broad parts. One is commercial banking, HDFC, Kotak Mahindra, Bank of Baroda, SBI, IndusInd. They take deposit and then they give loans. And then they provide allied services as well. But the major business is taking money in the form of deposit and giving it in the form of loan. We are not going to talk about it. Investment banks, the major function of investment bank, though there are plethora of services they provide, but the major function is to firstly advise on M&A transaction and helps company and governments to raise money. Advisory in like corporate transactions and raising money. That's it, right? So we are going to focus on this, investment banks. Now, let us move ahead and firstly, let us understand typical structure of an investment bank. It's very comprehensive. Firstly, this structure relates to an investment bank that is very large in size, a bulge bracket investment bank. Let's say Goldman, right? GS. So investment bank can be divided into various subdivisions. The name investment bank comes from this division. It is called as Corporate Finance Division or IBD, Investment Banking Division. Within IBD, we have a subdivision called as M&A, Mergers and Acquisition. Then we have another subdivision called as ECM, Equity Capital Market. You help your clients to raise money in the form of equity share capital. And then you have DCM, Debt Capital Market. You help your clients to raise money in the form of loans. Loan restructuring and other services are also provided. But mostly ECM, DCM, raising money in the form of equity or debt. Okay. And then we have M&A transaction. To support all this, there's something called as due diligence division. So auditors, etc. work over there. Then we have sales and trading. We have seen in the movies like typical Hollywood movies, where investment banks are making huge money, they are busy in the office making calls. Like this is sales and trading division, in which you are trading for your clients. So you'll ask them to buy and sell shares. They buy it via you or sell it via you. You earn commissions. Or there's another subdivision called as prop desk. They use algo trading nowadays. So what they do is they deploy their own money, not clients' money, their own money, and they take profits from here, right? So here the money is coming in the form of profits. Here money is coming in the form of commission income. Then we have research division. Very popular within research division, equity research, right? Researching corporates, where to invest, buy, sell, hold. Then we have fixed income research. Again, researching corporates and governments, buy, sell, hold the bonds of the company. Then we have commodity research, especially gold is focused over here, crude is focused over here. Then we have crypto research, relatively newer division, where Bitcoin and like whole crypto market as a whole is research. And then we have macroeconomic research, the trends growing around the world, like high inflation, low interest rate, low inflation, high interest rate, major war coming in. All these things are researched over here and their impact on the financial markets. Then we have asset management division and risk management division. They work parallelly. Asset management is basically portfolio management, risk management. Typically, the people who have done financial risk management, FRM, tend to work over here. They help sales and trading division, especially the prop desk and asset management, to manage their risk. Then we have compliance and legal division, which ensures all these divisions are complying with the laws. Then ops is there, operations. They manage trades, they execute trade, they settle the trade, and they maintain the records. Then we have structured finance. So exotic options, like the options that are not traded on exchange, they are dealt on OTC market. So exotic options and other complicated instruments like mortgage-backed securities, they like provide like services related to that. And then liquidity and treasury management, all these divisions fund are flowing, right? You can ignore maybe compliance and operations, but other than that, all the divisions are dealing with money. So how much the liquidity they should have, like how much money they need, their funding requirements, etc. It is taken care by treasury and liquidity management. So this is the complex structure of a bulge bracket big investment bank. Now, if someone says I want to work in investment bank, my first question is where? Like it's a plate. Which dish you want to eat, right? So what I can help you with is to prepare you for this IBD as well as this equity research. So M&A, ECM, DCM, mostly M&A and ECM, and then equity research. Okay. So this is where I can help you to learn. Then types of investment banks. So like you can categorize investment banks into 4 broad categories. Bulge bracket or full service investment bank. They're the biggest of the biggest investment banks. Their clients are like government organization or the biggest of the biggest corporate. Their deal size in billions of dollars, and they are operating across the world, and they provide all kind of services that an investment bank can provide. Example will be Goldman, JP Morgan, Credit Suisse, Barclays. Then smaller to them are called as elite boutique bank. They also provide all kind of services. They also operate across the world, but their concentration on some services and so concentration on some geography is there. They are called as elite boutique banks, and obviously the clientele and the deal size smaller than the full service or boutique bulge bracket investment banks. Then we have middle market banks, smaller to elite boutique banks. They have expertise into certain areas, but they also tend to provide multiple services. Their clientele are smaller than these two, full service and elite boutique banks. Their geographical presence, they also extend to multiple geographies, but they are not present across the world, right? And then we have the smallest one. Generally, the people who are working over here, 5, 10, 15 years into their career, they start something called as regional boutique banks. If you want to start your career, very easy to get entry over here and damn tough to move over here. And unless you have done MBA or some fancy qualification from tier 1 college, okay? Regional boutique banks hardly provide 1 or 2 service, active in just 1 or 2 territories. That's it. Like 1 or 2 service, 1 or 2 territories, very small clientele. Like if I want to go and raise money for QuintEdge, I'll not go there. I'll go maybe here or maybe here, right? So these are the types of investment banks. Now, moving ahead, functional areas within investment banks. So I can divide all the divisions that we saw into front office, middle office, back office. Back office, very easy to understand. Divisions like HR, ops, tech, legal, facilities management. Facilities management is they take care of all the physical infrastructure needed to support the other divisions, right? So this is back office, not my area of expertise over here. Then we have middle office. Middle office, like that is having very important role, but they are not client facing roles. So it will be risk management, compliances, liquidity, treasury management, and financial control, financial management. So maybe I can provide you some expertise over here in risk management because I have done FRM. But this is where I think I'll be able to add the most value. Front office, in case you want front office role. So front office role means client facing roles. Now from the very first day, boss is not going to put you in front of client and say, now conclude a, let's say $5 million deal for us. No, it's not going to happen. Even if you are working in front office, you'll have some occasions to visit clients. But front office can also be divided into 2 teams, 3 teams, right? One team that is working at the back end and helping manager, managing director, etc. to go and pitch the deals to client. So you will be working very closely with the clients. The divisions here will be IBD, sales and trading, private and wealth management, and asset management. Asset management, you will be dealing with institutions. Private wealth management, CEOs and CFOs of the company, you help them for maybe their philanthropical work, estate planning, generational wealth transfer, etc. Then sales and trading, again, you are dealing with clients over the phone calls. Earlier, this used to happen. Now, everything is like based electronically. Then we have IBD, investment banking division, again, ECM, DCM, and M&A transactions, right? So this is the structure of investment bank. Now, if you say, I want to move to investment bank, my question is, where? Like out of all this, where do you want to move? And I can't give you the answer. It really depends upon your interest area. If you want to be in HR, that's also fine. If you want to be in structured finance, well and good. If you want to move to treasury and liquidity management, in fact, FRM like works on liquidity management, risk management, very bright career avenue, right? So you have to decide for yourself. The reason I think you are going to join QuintEdge mostly will be this, right? The investment banking valuation course that we offer regarding that. So this is it, what I wanted to tell about investment banks, the structure of it. So in case you have watched video till now, thank you for doing this and continuously supporting the channel. So till next time, bye-bye.